show video. I'm starting a bit later because I was looking for a knife and I just found this one. You see how short it is. Size doesn't matter. Nobody likes short knives. So I was so angry that I was looking for better one, but yeah, let's start now, because first you need to clean the mold. But yo, this is incredible work. So yeah, you will see flip-flops with pebbles, only made by hands, no AI. AI is terrible. Like with footwear, like with muscles, like with mind, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's what will happen with people and AI. You know, when I was in school, it was very popular when they discovered, I mean, they probably didn't discover that, but they were very proud and they encouraged like interdisciplinary learning. So what does that mean? They were super proud and they encouraged kids, us, to use knowledge from history to do better at physics or math or something, because you use knowledge from different section of life and implement it. And now imagine that all you know how to use is AI. And that's the biggest argument for AI, because people say that, yeah, maybe now you don't know how to make flip-flops, but you know how to use AI, and you will use AI for everything, so the only skill that will matter will be how good are you at AI using. But I don't think that that's how body works, because I believe that body is made like to interact with different things and to compensate. Then one thing you learn here, second thing you learn there, and then you build a vast connection in the brain, different synapses. I'm from Slovenia, Ryan Locke. Thanks for joining. So basically now you will see when I finish my AI speech, because that's what I was talking on the airplane with the guy next to me, and he said, yeah, you know, one jobs will be lost, but there will be new jobs because AI created demand for new jobs. But the problem is, I think that the human body will not evolve anymore. Like, it's the same concept. As I can show you, I created flip-flops with pebbles. So these pebbles, what do? Now you will say this is not comfortable, this is stupid idea. But the point is that your body is always adapting. So if you go to hot place like Miami, you will get there, it will be super hot, but after 1 month you will say, ah, it's normal. Also is with, for example, footwear. If you have comfortable footwear, your body will say, okay, we don't need muscles, we don't need to be careful how we step, because it's always comfortable. So you lose muscles because you don't use them, and body is not stupid, and it's not just building things that don't need like humans do. Body is super smart. If you need to think with your head, if you need to get creative, your body will do that. If you don't need to do that, you will not get these abilities. And I think that, oh my god, I always forget something. It's just incredible. So the main idea is that you give your body the opportunity to grow in in controlled environment. So basically what that means is that you don't damage yourself, but you can still improve. That's like basically with one word, fitness or gym. It's like controlled environment. Everybody knows that sport is necessary, but it's not comfortable. Most of the time when you are doing sports, you are heavily breathing, sweating, it's painful, but that's what body needs, because then body adapts, grows muscles and all the things important for survival. So that's the concept of Zaki Star, because every brand in this world will offer you comfort. This is more comfortable, this is softer, this is faster, but you don't need that. You need to get stronger, you need to get more like tough, because basically that's how you improve, you know. Diamonds are made under pressure, and you can't just get great at whatever. What is this? Why is this not working? Diamonds are made under pressure, and you can't get good if you don't suffer, you know. And then people say why most of the people is never successful, because most of the people never suffer, at least not enough. But Zaki Star flip-flops are meant to just make you suffer a little bit, like barefoot walking, and then you get all the benefits of barefoot walking. So do you see what I'm doing, or are you interested even? Maybe I will put the camera more next side. Like this. So now I'm putting the glue on, and then we will start the difficult part. I don't know why there is a wind now here. It's terrible weather. No sun. Maybe I will need to put. You see, now it's colder, but if you stay in cold environment, you will just adapt, or you can be soft and you can put more clothes on, and that's how you stay soft, and then you get sick. So yeah, that's how. Now you can see why it takes so long to create one pair, because I'm so slow. But you know what? The more important part is that the job is done at the end. We are not in a rush. People pay for one pair, not for 1 hour of my work. So if I do this pair for 10 hours, they still pay the same price. That's kind of the benefit. If you don't have a boss telling you for how long do you need to work, or how fast do you need to work. But for this pair it takes really a lot of time to create. And now I wonder, do you value handmade part or not? Because some people really proud for handmade products, but I don't really care about handmade. I care about quality. And that's what we lost in the process, because brands don't compete on quality anymore. They just make the best marketing, selling basically scams. You know, this shirt has the same utility as Louis Vuitton, some 5,000 euro shirt, probably made in the same factory, but people will still buy it because it's presented. A very good case study for that is Grey Goose vodka, because people are just so stupid. They basically did the worst quality vodka, but they marketed as luxury, and they had some influencers helping them. So at the end, people were buying 3 times the price of classic vodka just because they made good marketing, but the actual product was worse. And that's what Zaki Star wants to change. Because if I manage to educate people how the body works, and if people actually care about their body, they will stop buying Birkenstock with art support, because when you have support, your body don't need to work, and we go back to the same principle that you get weak, and when your body gets weak, you get all the problems. You can also do your own research. Check out Daniel Lieberman, his research about tribes that never wear shoes, because I did the research myself already. And the biggest point is that, let's say it's okay. The biggest point is that those footwear industry guys, they never ask themselves a quick question. Is our... Oh, look at this. It's always the same, always. I just can't make one pair without getting dirty. Not in a good way. And now you see here I have pebbles. These are real pebbles. And now I will put these pebbles one by one on this glue part. And then we will see how beautiful the nature is, because that's basically the most natural footwear you can get. Maybe more natural would be just if you would have wooden sole with leather straps and no glue, because at the end of the day I had to use glue. But yeah, you can also ask a question if you want. I like to answer questions, but that's how the process will now go. We came to the main stage where we need to fill the sole with pebbles, just like mosaic, you know. This is the only art in the world that is actually beneficial for the body. You know, only if there is a research that shows that if you hang a picture on the wall, it will improve your health, which I believe it's not true. Because all this research, people have so many ideas that are too easy to be true. Just imagine that you can heal people with sounds and all this stuff. It just doesn't make any sense. If it's so easy, just heal everybody. You see, pebble by pebble, the palace is built. But this is not the palace. This is flip-flops with pebbles. You see, one by one. I brought here pebbles from river. I cleaned them. I prepared them so they can set into glue, because if you just put pebbles, they have this fat on them, so they don't really stick. But I prepared this in advance, and now it's very nice. If you like natural lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, and you actually care about your body, because if you don't, if you eat McDonald's, if you eat shit food, if you smoke, then you can just escape this life stream, because that's not Zaki Star type of people. But this is for people who drink water, who don't take proteins because they were scammed by some stupid propaganda that they need protein powder because you can't eat enough meat or eggs, which is almost in every case complete bullshit. If you're not like an Olympic athlete and you don't train 2 times a day, you definitely can eat enough proteins. It's not that hard, just do it. So yeah, people are crazy, and I hate when I see this brand just scamming people. Just look at all these stories with Grey Goose vodka, what the companies are doing, selling machines. Do you know, for light bulb, there could be light bulb that would work much longer, but they actually made a pact, or whatever it's called. All the companies producing light bulbs made a deal with each other to make them just, I don't know, I think it's 10,000 hours. That's like the limit, how much they should be able to shine. So basically, instead of improving the product, because of capitalism and because of optimizing for profits, we don't optimize products anymore, but we optimize ways to get more money, which is just so retarded. You see, I prefer to make these flip-flops so slowly, so naturally. The materials are more expensive, my time is incredibly expensive, but I prefer to do it this way. But to actually have improvements of the product, so when you buy Zaki Star flip-flops, you actually got better product, and you can get benefits that can be measured and were measured in collaboration with physiotherapists in the researches that we did. So basically we have something to show, but most companies will just invest money into marketing, scam some people, or maybe even make a deal to not improve the product just to make more money. Just look with the phones. On one side you have electric cars with better batteries that last for, I think that in last 10 years batteries for electric cars like at least doubled in quality, but for phones they didn't. For phones I think that battery is even worse than 10 years ago, because my phone now, this one is 2 years old and it's already like I need to fill it fill during the day. It can't go without one day without filling it up. So now imagine this, battery in the wall definitely improved in quality. It just doesn't make sense that they wouldn't, because if we say that there is more knowledge, more tests, more material, we should just improve everything. But then when you look at the real lifestyle, the cars are worse. Cars are terrible now. With all this technology and all this bullshit, just like few days ago when I came back from Miami, I ordered professional transport from airport to my home, so I could come back, and the driver told me that he has new van, and then he went back and the door wouldn't open. The back door didn't open. So now tell me this, new car and the door didn't open. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm from Slovenia, if you're asking. But yeah, nothing. We are in the wrong game. Instead of improving products, instead of competing, competition is good, but not competition in the wrong sports. Because just if you look at this, how stupid is this? Just try to think about that. We basically like Amazon. Amazon competes in fast delivery. Like, what the fuck? Bring me better product, not bring me bad product faster. I mean, okay, I understand if you already have the best product, then you start optimizing for better delivery, because yeah, you came to the end stage, so you can't improve anymore on the product. But why would you improve on delivery? But yeah, it's also true that Amazon is like a shop, so they don't really make the products. So basically that's the only thing that they can control. But yeah, it's super funny. And then, people see that as a benefit, and then they say to me, if I order flip-flops, I want fast delivery. Like, mamma mia. Fast delivery won't improve your feet. And also like with pills and all this. But that's the reality of today's world. So if we go back to pebbles, I have here the pebbles that I have from river. I picked them up from river and now I'm putting them on flip-flops because they're different shapes. I need to put them one by one. Otherwise, for example, this one is a good example. This pebble, if I put it like this, it's not good, but if I put it like this, it's okay. So you need to put it so it doesn't hurt you, because discomfort and pain are two different uh, things. Because pain is discomfort, but discomfort is not necessarily pain. And I know that because I stretch a lot. And it's much better if you ask something. We can have a chat, you can meet people online, use internet for good things, not just for stupid things. I think a lot of people in today's world, people say, in middle age the people were stupid because the church hid the old education and the books, so only priests were smart and educated. That's why the middle age was terrible. But if you look today, everybody has access to internet and people are even more stupid than in the middle age. So basically you see, it's not about the access, it's about what you do with this access, and also what's really important. Because if you are a farmer and you need to think how you will solve different problems, you will become smarter than if you are just some spoiled guy that don't need to think anything. You can go in a shop, buy a food. If you have everything on the tips of your fingers, of course you will be more stupid. At the end you see that it's all the same principles, all the same stuff. You get stronger in difficult situations, you get better, but then the opposite happens in good situations. So yeah, we are looking for good things, but we need adventures, we need tests. That's like life paradox. Just accept that you can't do anything about that. You work to have comfortable life, but if you have comfortable life, you will be weak, sick or something. Even if you look at the people who are super successful, like Tyson Fury, the boxer, when he became world champion, he was super depressed because he didn't have any challenges left. So yeah, Think about that. You need challenges like Achilles. You know, when you challenge, when you prove yourself, that's what matters. But if just, I was reading one very good book, Principles by Ray Dalio. And if you can imagine that all your dreams would come true today, you would feel empty very quickly, because you would need to find new dreams. You know, it's the struggle that makes you happy, not the receiving the rewards. Because if you get rewards without work, it will not do anything. And you can see that I'm not just telling shit. You can see that with research on people that won lottery. People won lottery, and in 2 months their level of happiness go back to the same base that were before they won lottery. For 2 months they can keep up, but then everything goes back. You go to normal life. Actually, not just normal, you adapt to the new life already. That's the trick that people don't understand. It's not that you go back to normal. You just bought your favorite car, you bought whatever you wanted for so long, and then what? What will the car do to you? Maybe you went for one ride and then you have enough of your car. You know, it's the passion that burns when you struggle. That's the reality of happiness. Because you buy the car and after 1 month it's just your car. You know, but when you're having a problem, when you're building a brand like me, you see, I'm streaming and there is 1, 2, sometimes 10 viewers, and I'm having my brand for 10 years. Exactly this year it's 10 years anniversary. So now imagine streaming for 10 years. What will be the pleasure when I get, I don't know, 100,000 followers or subscribers? Or when I change the world and I will tell grandkids stories how much I went through. Imagine, what do you want to tell to your grandkids? That's a good story. Will you feel proud if you tell them, yeah, I won lottery and I just spend all for women and to buy cars and everything? So basically I was just lucky. I don't know, I mean, it's still better than if you tell them that you are poor because you are stupid and you couldn't succeed and you couldn't change the world. I definitely agree that that's better, but I would prefer, I don't know, maybe it's just my ego. I'm not afraid of my ego. Most people is. But yeah, I want to tell that I was the reason for success. That I was working outside in the evening when I got a lot of orders and I didn't feel like I want to work, but I still worked because I knew that that's how the winner is done. Maybe I could be motivational speaker just on a side hustle, making motivational speeches on Sundays. Wow, I just lost the conversation. But you can ask something. It's so hard to just talk. I was talking for what? For half an hour on one question. Where are you from? And I still don't understand why all the texts are in Slovenian. But yeah, now you can see how beautiful this is becoming. It's every time the same. At the beginning these flip-flops look so ugly, and I'm always afraid that my work is not good enough. But then at the end they actually becomes super good. Finishing. You know what's the worst part? That this is just one half. We need to make another one. That's the beauty of making flip-flops with pebbles. You see, it takes like 1 hour for one half, 1 hour for another half, and then you have 1 hour to put all of this together. From there we had with my brother big debate on short, like you see, not lifespan but focus span. Because people today can't focus anymore. But what I'm doing now, it's exactly this. I'm training my brain to focus for 1 hour, for 2 hours on the same task, which I love. Not that I love the task, I love the training for my brain. Oh yeah, attention span. I don't know why I said focus span. Okay, final review. Look at this. How would you rate this from 1 to 10, huh? If that's not beautiful, I don't know what's beautiful. I bet you've never seen more beautiful flip-flops. And now this stupid mold. Oh my god. I just hate this part. You see, sitting is not bad for you. It's only bad if you sit for too long. But I always change positions. Let's put some video on. Let's see this sleeping doctor.
This is the most powerful drug in the world. And if you can figure out how to use that to your advantage.
Oh, you stupid Louis Hewies. I can't believe that Louis Hewies is more successful on internet marketing than me. Because Louis Hewies is really stupid. Only near Steven. And near Steven.
Now we're talking. If you were a patient of mine and you walked in and let's say you were taking 10 milligrams of Ambien, I could utter one sentence looking at your medical chart and I could make that Ambien not work. I could just turn to you and say, you have cancer. Boom. You ain't sleeping that night.
This research has changed the way top CEOs, elite athletes, and millions of people think about sleep, energy, and performance. Best-selling author and one of the most trusted sleep experts in the world, Dr. Michael Burris.
I think sleep is kind of like the volume knob for greatness. When your volume is low, nobody can hear you. You can't hear you. You can't perform at the levels that you want to perform. Sleep affects every organ system and every disease state. Literally everything you do better with a good night's sleep.
Wow.
What ruminates the mind that causes us not to sleep?
That is literally the number one question that I'm asked is, what do I do if I wake up in the middle of the night, somewhere between 1 and 3, and I can't get back to sleep? What do you do? So I've got a whole routine, and I tell people all the time about it. So first of all,
you said there's a difference between sleep experts and sleep doctors. What is that difference?
Yeah, so it's not just a nuance, it's a whole different kind of area. So a sleep expert, and by the way, I love sleep experts. They really help me do my job really well. Sleep experts are folks who are a lot of times academicians, right? So they're running research, they're looking at things, but when you do a research study, it's in a very controlled environment, right? And you get these interesting results and you can talk about them and tell people all these interesting things. That's what a sleep expert does. They kind of create an overwhelming theory based on all their research and try to explain a problem. I'm a sleep doctor. I take care of people's sleep. I take care of people's apnea, narcolepsy, insomnia. I look at these things called chronotypes, which I know we're going to get into, but I pressure test all of their ideas in the real world, and then I manipulate them so that they work. So a lot of times it works in the research lab, but it might just not work in your bedroom.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because before we started, you were talking about how you have two French bulldogs that sleep in bed with you.
Yes,
You have a 60-inch
big screen TV.
flat screen TV with bright lights on the whole time.
Oh my
And
god,
right
what
away, I
a
was like,
stupid
that's
return.
everything that sleep experts say not to do.
Right.
They say to have it, 50 degrees or something, 60 something degrees is the perfect temperature. Blackout shades, snake plants, like to have all these like cooling temperature sheets, like to have the perfect environment, which I actually love the idea of having the perfect environment to allow yourself to sleep. But it sounds like as one of the top sleep doctors, you don't do that.
Nope.
And I've also heard sleep experts say like, don't sleep with your partner because like any movement is going to disrupt your sleep. Like if you could have optimal sleep, they're saying this, but I'm also like, okay,
Who has that?
right,
I mean,
exactly,
come on.
exactly.
It's ridiculous. right?
So as a sleep doctor, you go against the rules of a lot of sleep experts.
What I try to do is I try to adapt them, right, and try to figure out what is the mechanism inside of their research that they're finding can help people with better sleep, and then how do I adopt that to people's real living and real lifestyles, right? Yeah, I know you're an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurs sleep differently than other people sleep. Let me give you an example, right? So I work with entrepreneurs all the time. And one of the classic things that I hear people on the doctor side is, hey, I fall asleep just fine, but I wake up somewhere between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and it either takes me an hour or I don't fall back to sleep. What is that and how do I fix that? By the way, that's the number one question that I get asked, but it's different for an entrepreneur. When an entrepreneur wakes up in the middle of the night, they're not stressed. They're excited.
They're thinking.
They're like, I've got the idea. I've figured out what my business problem is. And so we have to be able to change some of the thinking that we used to have for insomnia and adapt it to the entrepreneur mindset.
Yeah, when I was growing up, it would take me hours to fall asleep.
Really?
And it would take me hours. I think it was just like a stressful home environment, and I didn't feel maybe psychologically or emotionally safe. And, I knew my parents loved me, but they didn't have a healthy relationship with each other. Right? So there was a lot of uncertainty and screaming and fighting and silent treatments, and then just this, what's going to happen?
I can't listen to one stupid person. What else to do at the same time? Would you sacrifice your health for 600 euros? Okay, another one. Another one by the dust. Do you see? This is what I made in 1 hour. And now we have another hour to finish the other part. And these are flip-flops with pebbles. Pebbles, 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 pebbles. Somehow I need to carry this. I need to carry this over here. Heya boombarasa, heya boombarasa, heya boombarasa, hoo hoo hoo. Heya boombarasa, heya boombarasa, heya. So, do you eat McDonald's? Do you smoke? What is this? Look at this. It looks like I don't know the English expression, but it looks like a carrot. For a second I was afraid that I'm putting some organic stuff on the flip-flops, but no, it's all good. What if I would just put Troy, the movie of Troy? Only the best pebbles. Do, 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 do. Do, do.
Vinny went to the wrong hotel.
The wrong hotel?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, how many season palace they got in Las Vegas?
You'll be here. We are going to start the weigh-in. If Hazienza is not here by 7, he will be disqualified.
Ash! Ash, answer the phone!
Hello.
Ready to go in the head.
They're going ahead.
Just hold him off. Tell him I'm coming.
Coming.
Where's he at?
Where's the at? He's on the fucking bicycle.
No, dummy, is wait. What fucking weight's he at?
Where you at, Vinny?
I'm coming!
Coming.
139 pounds and 3/4. Tell Vinny that Roger made weight.
What the fuck's your boy?
What are you so worried about? Where the hell you have to be anyway?
Beating your piece of face, leaving Roger's son back to Boston.
Hey, hey, hey! We're from Providence.
Be here. He'll be here. He'll be here. Gonna be here. Check it out.
MCMI, people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cut up for the suckers that's down with me. The one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far down the road to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmos cut.
That really surprised me. Some motherfucking thing out my face.
He can't take his eyes off me. This is gonna be close. £140 each.
The Handmade, the casino here at Caesars, and yes, the eve of the big fight. Roger Mayweather defending against Vinny Pazienza for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship
Bottom line is that I'm willing to die in that ring tomorrow night. I don't think he's ready to make that sacrifice.
Damn straight, cause ain't no need to. Boy thinking about dying instead of boxing, that should tell you all you need to know. Fuck it, tomorrow night, you gone.
It'll rain on you like a thunderstorm. Do me a favor though, tomorrow get 17 10. If you're this close to me tomorrow, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
You all right, champ?
Yeah. Feeling good?
Yeah. I know you are. You need anything?
Nah, I'm good. What are you doing? You going to bed?
Yeah. Big day tomorrow. Hey, you should hit the hay too.
Yeah, definitely pop.
Okay. Good night.
One by one. Remember, persistence.
Should we just call it quits?
Yeah, just order another OJ.
I'm not thirsty.
Persistence wins.
What are you doing here? I'm splitting fence. I mean, don't you think you should be getting some rest for tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
Yeah, relax, just go ahead. Okay. Too many? Too many! Yes! Baby!
Vinny! Vinny!
Yeah, baby!
Vinny!
Yeah! Too many!
He's an animal. Who splits tens on a $20,000 hand?
Shut up.
Carol, give us your score. Okay, I've got it 8 rounds to 3, 107, 101 favor Roger Mayweather. I think he's going to fight big. It's certainly been good right hand right there, boy. That was the best right hand in the fight. You're running that on. Why let him go anymore? Oh, because he's a fighter. They watch him finish the fight. Well, that's true.
What's going on? Nothing, Ma. He's still in his corner.
I'm stopping that fight. Harry, I'm not waiting for a doctor to make the decision.
You're not gonna win our push. You gotta knock him out. You gotta knock him out.
Hey, Cap. You all right?
Yeah.
You all right?
Fine.
Okay. You got this. You got this. Now let's bury him.
God. got catarsis.
What does that mean? I'm just dehydrated, Bob.
We're in the desert, Vinny. I see a lot of dehydration cases. This isn't it.
Doc, I've been doing it this way forever. This is how it goes.
Well, you can't keep doing it like this.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it.
Well, will you move this thing off the table?
I can't do two things at once, can I?
Vinny, shut it off. Hurry.
Okay, I'm coming.
I have more.
Just be happy with what you got. You're pulling ahead now, you know.
Stay confident. You just said the next one.
Vinny, Angelo, come on in.
What a surprise. How you doing, Vinny? They blocked the driveway.
We need to talk.
You should have called first. You know I don't like to take meetings like this.
Yeah, you should have thought before opening your fucking mouth and telling the whole world my son should retire. All right. Come on, Lou, let's talk. Vinny ain't done, Lou. And even if you think he is, you've got no business announcing it on HBO. What the fuck? Then he'll decide when he's done.
Well, I wish we'd spoken first, but it's not a perfect world.
It's fine. It's all right. Lou, maybe not tonight.
What's with the deep fucking price? You owe him another fight in his contract.
Look, Vinny. All I'm saying is that I think maybe you gotta start thinking about more important things. Your sister's getting married. You should consider doing the same stuff. You know?
What the fuck does that have to do with him fighting?
Please, even when you win, we end up in the hospital.
Who's we? I ain't never seen you there. Huh? Lou, for fuck's sake, say something.
You got hard, kid. What you wear it on your fucking chin. I seriously think you ought to consider hanging it up.
I'm not done yet. All right, I got more in me.
That's not the problem. You'll always got.
Begging you here, Lou. Give me another shot. One more.
Oh my god.
Well, you smell it. Smell like liquor.
You smell like Rhode Island. You never had a big night before?
Nah, I don't drink.
Yeah? Good for you. Never done with the fucking introductions. I can't see shit out here.
This little chick Tyson, huh?
Yeah.
Daddy's crazy. This your family?
Yeah.
You guys go to Disneyland?
World. In Orlando.
So, why did Tyson fire you?
What?
Is it that DUI thing?
Are you a newspaperman?
I'm just asking.
You not want to be here?
Yeah, I'm standing here, aren't I?
All right. Let's get real, Vinny.
Yeah.
You lost 3 in a row. Last one a title fight. You got nothing lined up because you're not a draw. Your own manager, fucking HBO, said you should hang it up. The whole reason you're standing in my gym is because of Lou. So here, the brothers moved out the pasture. You want to get this over with? Let's get it over.
We're doing
Sparring with him today. Okay. How much you weigh?
90. You know that I fight at junior welter, right?
I know. That kid's in the locker by the wall. That's enough. That's enough.
Why?
Why? Why not? I know where we're starting.
I'm not in camp or nothing. I've been training.
Let's see.
Hey. It's my point. I'm gonna be way over.
You just fought at 140 2 weeks ago. What, you eat a horse?
I told you I haven't been training. That's not what I usually weigh. I'm not in my fight weight right now.
Hey, Vinny, I just saw you use your weight. It wasn't slowing you down at all.
I don't need to cut corners, Kev. I can make weight.
Yeah, you wait. Cutting corners, what you've been doing.
I won my first world title
As a lightweight, I know. First time I got laid was in my high school parking lot. You see me taking my wife there every time I want to get my rocks off? But you different fight in your body. body's changing, bigger. You hit with more power.
Think I should move up? Welterweight? Junior middle? Are you nuts? You out of your head, Kev. Come on, nobody jumps 2 classes. That's a huge risk, which is the exact opposite of what everybody tells me I should be doing right now.
It's a risk. This is the clock. Teach you how to move. Time.
Jesus Christ, Kev, what's that thing made out of?
The rock, mate. And you don't get to hit the clock back yet, neither, not yet. I only want you to win it for now, right? That's right. That's no punch. You move your head. You look like a 2x4. Move your head. Come on, look at it. Anticipate it. Now, punch move. Punch move.
I got this. Come on. Bad intentions. Bad intentions. Now you're moving. Bend your knees. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Good. Huh? You're looking good. Moving your head. Stop. Stop. Yeah, I don't mind the pain.
Good, because it's coming. So you don't have to send out invitations. You can't roll it this way. You have to box. You have to defend.
Yeah, my offense is my defense.
You can put that job. Bounce rules autobiography. Listen to me. Some hits. You want me to do my take. So when I say stop, you stop. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like that. Now you did a very good job. I mean, it's fine. Everything's good. Absolutely, I do. I just.
I'm not religious, man. Yeah. What do you think, Kev?
Spiritual. Christ and elephants.
You did so perfect. The knife wasn't that
Oh.
Oh, and honey, you look great.
You're great. And Mom, this is Kevin.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you for taking such good care of our boy.
I like elephants.
Oh, those are mine.
Yeah, I love elephants.
Yeah, hi. I'm Vinny's sister, Doreen, and this is my retarded fiance, John.
What's wrong?
Be quiet, huh?
And this is...
Oh, yeah. I remember. Hi, Shelley.
Actually, it's Heather.
Hey, how are you?
As it is.
No, Angelo.
Angelo, nice to meet you.
Hey, sweetheart.
Making.
Hey, how you doing? Jesus, you're huge. Where you at? 150? 154. What are you doing? No, it's a good thing. Trust me, Ken knows what he's doing. Yeah. What are we having for dinner?
All right, everybody sit down.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Here you go, salad.
Sorry.
Here we go. Here you go. That's right. You sit down. Everybody sit down.
Settled in all right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks.
Got everything That mattress is brand new that we put in for you.
Oh, yeah? I'm good.
So, let me ask you. Who told you to come in here with this bullshit and change the whole program? Behind my back, no less.
It wasn't secret or nothing. If Vinny didn't tell you.
I'll deal with Vinny. I'm talking to you. I'm telling you that pushing up 2 weight classes is a dangerous fucking move. How do you expect the two of us to find him a match?
Good job. Vinny made this decision, Mr. Vazquez. I don't know why you're so worried. He's a great fighter.
Yeah, I know he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter before he met you.
Right. You be first. You be first. There you go. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Tired? Hey, Eddie, 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 it's enough. Don't catch me.
Hey, Jack. Jack. My office. Oh, it is.
All right.
Sir.
Thank you.
Fight him in. And it's a fucking title bout.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's the French guy. Bill.
Delay?
Oh, yeah, delay. Whatever. He's back in with a title fight.
I got a title.
580? Hey, are you kidding me? Come on. Get back to work.
Are you
Get
kidding
back
me?
in the game.
Come on, John. It's not enough you promote both fighters. But I know you made a deal for delay to fight Rossi in Europe in 3 months, $250K. And we both know he's only worth that much if it's a unifying title fight. You need Vinny to lose.
Worth just as much to us, but he wins. Like delay Rossi the undercard, put Bernie in the ring with Sugar Ray.
Duran. It's a big fucking if. Did you buy your tickets to Italy yet? I bet you did. Nah, it's too soon. Forget using Vinny as a stepping stone. You're making him a fucking doormat.
We had options at 140. At 54, our hands are tied. You said you wanted a fight.
Yeah, a fight. You send him to the Lions.
I thought he was coming here to bring us a bottle of champagne. I just talked to Angelo. Don't sound like nobody over there to upset, just you. Go home, Kev. Relax. This is good.
For who? You didn't finish his career in Vegas? You're doing it now.
Yeah? We were the Las Vegas.
Okay. Oh my god, I lost a lot of pebbles. Oh fuck. That's it for today.
I mean, this is on you.